have alopecia areata, however, your immune system mistakenly attacks your hair follicles. Hair follicles are the structures from which hairs grow. The follicles become smaller and stop producing hair, leading to hair loss. Scientists aren't exactly sure what triggers the immune system to attack healthy hair follicles when people have alopecia areata, or even if these triggers first happen inside the body, from a virus or bacteria, outside the body, from something in your surroundings, or if it's a combination of both. However, it most often occurs in people who have a family history of other autoimmune conditions, such as type 1 diabetes or rheumatoid arthritis. This is why some scientists suspect that genetics may contribute to the development of alopecia areata. They also believe that certain factors in the environment are needed to trigger alopecia areata in people who are genetically predisposed to it. Symptoms of alopecia areata may include small, round, or oval patches of hair loss on the scalp, beard area of the face or other areas of the body with hair loss and regrowth at the same time in different areas of the body. Significant hair loss in a very short period of time. Hair loss that's mostly on one side of the scalp instead of both. SIDES! Hairs that are narrow at the base next to the scalp, stippling or pitting, rows of tiny dents on the fingernails. Different types of alopecia areata. With all forms of alopecia areata, your body's own immune system attacks your healthy hair follicles, causing them to become much smaller and drastically slow down production to the point that hair growth may stop. Depending on which type and severity of the disease you have, you might experience hair loss in different areas, and your hair loss and regrowth may be unpredictable and cyclical, happen over and over for many years. Though for some people, hair may also regrow in a few months. Three of the more well-known types of alopecia areata patchy, the most common form, with one or more point-sized hairless patches on the scalp or other areas of the body. Alopecia totalis, total loss of the hair on the scalp. Alopecia universalis, complete loss of hair on the scalp, face and body. Currently, there is no cure for alopecia areata. The good news is that even when your disease is active, your hair follicles remain alive. This means that your hair can grow back again, even after a long period of time, and even if you have more than 50% hair loss. Treatment. There's currently no cure for alopecia areata. However, there are treatments that may help hair grow back more quickly and that can prevent future hair loss, as well as unique ways to cover up the hair loss. Unlike many skin diseases, alopecia areata does not cause rashes, redness, hives or severe itching. Even so, some people with alopecia areata find it helpful to protect exposed skin, the head, ears and face, from damaging sun exposure or other harsh elements. A scalp without hair is more sensitive to cold as well. The condition is difficult to predict, which means it may require a large amount of trial and error until you find something that works for you. For some people, hair loss may still get worse, even with treatment. Depending on which type of alopecia areata you or your child has, your age, and the extent of hair loss, there are a variety of treatment options available for